Secretary of State Antony Blinken met with American citizens in Tel Aviv whose family members are missing.
It sounded like the Secretary of State was really exploring all different options. I think it's obvious that this is going to be a very complicated situation.
There's no official count of how many Hamas is holding hostage. Many of them are citizens of other countries. Earlier this week, families with American citizenship told their stories to journalists.
I normally don't use my phone on the Jewish Sabbath, but it was an emergency and I needed to know where my son was. So I turned my phone on, I believe at 8:23 in the morning. And when I turned it on, there were two texts in a row from Hirsch at 8:11. The first one said, "I love you." And immediately at 8:11 also it said, "I'm sorry."
Hirsch Goldberg Polin was at a rave party when Hamas terrorists infiltrated and rockets started flying into Israel.
So I knew immediately wherever he was, it was a terrible situation. I took it to mean, I love you and I'm sorry because whatever is going to happen is going to cause you tremendous pain and worry.
Adrienne Netta, a 66-year-old retired nurse, was on the phone with her children for an hour before terrorists broke into her home.
We kept hearing the shooting. And we talked about going next year to Paris. And she said she loves us. And we told her it's not the time to say it. And then, all of a sudden, she said they were walking into the house.
She tried to speak Arabic with the terrorist, and she talked to the terrorist, to the kidnapped her. And he asked her who is on the phone, and she said her children. And this was the last time we heard of her.
19-year-old Itai Chen is a soldier whose base near Gaza was attacked.
Our last communication with him was at 6:30 Saturday, where he communicated that they are being under attack. And since then, we have not heard from him. We got a indication from the official of the IDF that our son is defined as missing in action.
Sagi Dekelchen, a father of two, went out with others to defend his village, kibbutz near Oz, when it came under attack.
6:30 in the morning, a large number of Hamas terrorists invaded our kibbutz and began rampaging through all of the homes and all of the buildings throughout the kibbutz. Nothing remains of our small community. Many of the younger men and some of the older men organized to defend their families and their homes. Almost all of them are missing.
They have a message for the world.
Everyone should know that what happened is unusual. It's barbarian. And there is a good side and bad side now. And if you have to choose now, you know what to choose.
And the world should stand up and set the line, said this is not acceptable in any terms. We cannot have terrorists breaking into the rooms of families, children, and taking them.
By allowing this type of aggression to happen in our region, that would just give more organizations like the Hamas, which is not a state nation, to act in similar ways. So if the international community allows this to happen here, it'll be in your backyard pretty soon as well.
Julie Stahl, CBN News, Tel Aviv and Jerusalem.